Today, I'm going to show you the new Amazon Echo Show 11. And this one's powered by the new Amazon Echo Plus. Instead of just giving it voice commands, now you can have conversations. But let's go ahead and get it out of the box so we can see what it's all about. The cool thing about it, when you first open it up, it has this nice presentations. And it has this new updated design, which we'll take a look at in just a minute. Now it does come with some basic instruction books, but I'm gonna show you how to set it up on this video. You also get this 30-watt power supply, and it has a braided cable. And that's everything you need to get it started. So there's nothing else in the box. Now, one thing about the Echo units, instead of just having the voice commands, it also has a screen. And I like this feature because you're gonna be able to see your family pictures as well as news. You're also gonna be able to see all the shopping lists that you have made. Plus, you can look at music videos. The design is very chic, and on the side of it, you have your power as well as a volume rocker. There's also two far-field microphones on the back of it. There's your power cord input. There's a camera on the front of it for doing video chat, and there's two additional microphones so it can hear you in just about any room. And it has this nice felt material on it that kind of reminds you of the Echo Max as well as the Echo Studio. Now I'm going to show you how to set it up. You're going to be using this device, not the smartphone. First thing you want to do is go ahead and press on your language, then press on continue. Now, as you can see here, you can use your Alexa app, but I'm going to show you how to use it with the device. Now you want to go ahead and enter your password and then press on done. Now, when you get to the screen, I recommend you use your email. Do not use your phone number. A lot of people have reported that they don't have access to the application when they're done. Now the Echo Show 11 will start looking for updates. Now you will get some terms and conditions. And if you live in another country, you want to change it here. And you can also change your time if you're in another area. Press on continue. Now you will need to enter your address. Then you want to go ahead and choose where you're going to locate it. And if you need to, you can change the device name. I just make sure that I'm using the one that I put in. Now, if you want to set up photos, this is great for your family. You can press on setup, and you can use this QR code to download the Amazon Photo app. Press on continue. And this one does have the new Alexa Plus, which I mentioned earlier. And then there will be a little tutorial kind of explain everything about the new operating system. Now we have it all set up. Just keep in mind that this is available in two different colors. Today, I'm using the Glacier White, which is nice and clean. I really like it. And you can get it in a graphite if you want more of that charcoal looking color. One thing that's different about this one over the previous generation is that this one has Alexa Plus. Now, I will tell you, I do have the 15-inch model at home, and it did receive the update, so yours might get it as well. But this one's supposed to have better audio and some things like that as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and give it some voice commands and see how it responds. Alexa, what can you do?
Oh, you're asking about my superpowers. I can show you what's new or what's most popular.
What's the most expensive car in the world?
The most expensive new cars are the 2014 and 2015 Ferrari LaFerrari, priced at $1,416,360 each.
What football games are planned this weekend?
Commanders vs. Dolphins at 6:30 a.m. Panthers vs. Falcons at 10 a.m. Chargers vs. Jaguars at 10 a.m. Texans vs. Titans at 10 a.m.
What's the top news today?
Google announced a $40 billion investment in 3 new Texas data centers to expand AI capacity.
What's the best way to cook a ribeye steak?
For a perfect ribeye, start by bringing it to room temperature for about 30 minutes. Season generously with salt and pepper, then sear it in a screaming hot cast iron pan with a bit of oil for 2 to 3 minutes per side to get that beautiful crust.
Show me what's trending on YouTube.
Searching for trending videos on YouTube.
Open up Prime Video.
Okay, here's Prime Video.
So as you can see here, not only that you can give it commands, but you can have a conversation with it. Plus, with the Echo Show, you actually get to see exactly what it's talking about. And that's a lot better than like the dots where you only can talk to it. I think the screen is the best way to go. Now let's do an audio test to see how good these speakers actually sound. Now I'm going to keep it at the default settings, but keep in mind you do have bass and treble controls if you want to get an even better experience.
Connected to SCB Media Samsung Galaxy S22. Now that you're paired, next time just say, connect my phone.
Let's dance! Funky baby, let's dance!
Before we look at the operating system, just so you know, what it's going to do is just do these slideshows. And over here, you can see the weather as well as the time. Now one thing about this unit, this camera here on top, it no longer has a cover on it, so you would have to put some kind of sticker over it if you decided that you didn't want to use that camera system or if you're worried about privacy. And another thing I want to point out is that when you see this bar down here, it means I have the microphone muted and now it's back on. Now I'll show you some of the features you can do with it. If you slide your finger down from the top, there's an option to turn off the camera. But how do you know that it's disabled? That's something that you have to consider if you want to be able to use this unit. You also have your brightness control, and then over here we have do not disturb, and you can edit your home screen. Now down here you can add music and you can add videos. If you look at the bottom, these are some music services that you can add. Plus if you go to the application, there's more of them. If you press on music at the top here, you can see that you have a selection of music that you can listen to from Amazon. You also can do podcasts and you can do soundscapes. So let's say, for example, you want to go to sleep. You can choose one of these and it can create that sound. And there's books here at the top as well. Now back on the top here, we have slideshow. Now this is where you can set up your photos that you have uploaded. So if I press on that, you can see there's Amazon Photo, which you get 5 gigs for free. And if I hit back, it will eventually start showing pictures from my photo gallery. We slide down again. We also have routines. And this is great if you want to set up features like wake you up in the morning with news and weather, start your day, screen time, as well as different TV shows can pop up in these routines. Now we have TV and video. And one of the cool features about the Show 11 is that you can use Fire TV, your Prime, as well as YouTube. And if you slide this over, you have Facebook and all type of selections. So if you want to watch any type of TV show, it will populate on here so you can enjoy TV shows late at night if you have it on your dresser and you don't want to use your larger TV. Next we have Smart Home. Under Smart Home, this is where you're going to add all your Amazon devices, and this could be a Ring camera as well as other Echo units if you want to be able to see it. And one thing right here, I have the Dock Max. You can have one for the garage, and you can create groups at the bottom. Now you can manually set up alarms, but you can use your voice commands for that. And then they have a few other things like calendar. If we slide over here, we have your communication where you can do drop-ins, you can get daily news, and you can see which devices are active. If we slide back here and click on widgets, this is a cool feature because you can go through here and find different things that works in your life, and that could be sports events. This also could be your calendar, weather reports. You can customize all that to show up on your screen when you're not using the device. And the last thing I want to show you up here is that if you go to settings, first of all, you can change the different voices. You also can change your wake word. So if you don't want to use that word that triggers everyone's device, you can choose one of these, including Ziggly. If you go back, you can also turn on the follow-up mode. There's also display and appearances where you can change the different backgrounds, and you can set it up to automatically go into sleep mode whenever it's late at night. Under device options, this is where you can change your network. You can also add Bluetooth devices to it, like your smart device. And there's also Alexa gadgets. If you buy any of those devices, you can connect it to it, and you can change your time zone and everything there. But these are all the features that are available in this Echo Show, and there's more options on the application. On this video, we went over so many features and function of the Echo, and I haven't even scratched the surface. If you guys have one of these, I'm gonna tell you that it's a good idea to explore the application as well as the unit so you can get the most out of it. I've been using Echo devices probably for the last 10 years, and I really use them every day, mainly for shopping lists, reminders, and getting current news. With that being said, keep in mind that this one will connect to a lot of new features with the Alexa Plus, and we're talking about Uber, OpenTable, and a few other applications. So whenever you want to look for a ride, you can basically give it a command. It can summons the ride, and you'll be able to see the progress right from the screen. That's all I have on this video. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave that down below in the comments. I'm Tech Steve. Thanks all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.